Today is the 28th of December, and I came across a story. Stan from Voice of Wales told me about it, but I couldn't believe it. And it's this. This is the capital budget for Wales and what they're spending the money on. Capital budget, not running things, but the money to spend on building things. And the money they're spending on improving things. Just look at it. So there we are. That big sort of yellowy thing is climate change, and it is more than 50% of the entire capital budget for Wales. This is more important than health and social services, more important than the terrible situation the NHS is in Wales, more important than education, more important than the economy, and so on. More important than social justice. This is the dominant thing for Wales. This has to be the most important thing possibly there is. But Wales has no effect whatsoever on climate change, even if what they said was true. I found this absolutely remarkable because they're spending your money, they're putting as a priority a meaningless gesture to look good to the world, because that's all it is. I'm spending your hard-earned money to do it. It is unbelievable. So unbelievable was this for me, this pie chart, that I asked Stan immediately to prove it. I didn't think, I'm surely there's made a mistake. Surely this could not be true. But it is true, and this is the link to it. This is the link to the official government leaflet for Welsh government leaflet, explaining how they're spending your money. Absolutely true. So I thought I'd do this very quick video to expose it. And I think it should be seen by every single person in Wales to understand how delusional their government is and how they need to get rid of it. Okay, well, I've got Stan here. He's the man who told me about this today. The story I found unbelievable about the budget. So I just want to go over to Stan now and get his reaction. He is a candidate in the forthcoming general election in Wales, well, in the country as a whole, and he is pretty upset about it. So, Stan, what do you think? What do you think about the priority that the Welsh government has? Because capital spending is about improving things. So you could improve hospitals, you could improve schools, you could improve all sorts of good things, if you like, for the society. Yes? So
that's right. I'm the prospective candidate for Llanelli. The point is that there's housing, there's homelessness, there's obviously hospitals that are dilapidated. You've got the waiting lists on those hospitals. You've got ambulances that stack up outside the hospitals. You've got education that's running at the bottom of the league tables, and of course the economy is virtually a begging bowl economy now, Paul. And yet they decide to spend. It's a bit like George Orwell. They're spending it on what they believe to be the truth on climate change.
Yeah, but even if they were right about the truth, it wouldn't make any difference because what their world is CO2 Stan, and of course it isn't really, but let's assume they're right. It wouldn't make any difference at all because, as we know, the CO2 is rising, no matter what, because of what's happening in the Far East, China, India, etc. So what Wales does makes no difference at all. But in the meantime, they're making the people of Wales suffer. Correct?
Absolutely right. You walk around any town centre, you've got shops shut, you've got drug addicts on the streets, and you've got alcoholism rife. And yet we've got 21% of children live in relative poverty in Wales. This budget is madness, Paul. Madness.
Well, it's delusional. These people are delusional. I mean, we've got a climate change minister who's, I don't want to blame King Canute for holding the sea back because he actually said, no, I can't do it. And his supporters took him down to the sea and said, and he had to prove he couldn't do it. His supporters believed in it, the clan behind him, and it's a bit like the delusions we had when we burnt witches. Every time there was bad weather in the Little Ice Age, there were burning witches. Yeah, and they had learned people from universities sitting in judgment. Oh, no, you're going to go to the fire or you're going to be hung. It's the same sort of thing. Anyway, we've got to get these people out in Wales, Stan. We've got to get normal people back running the ship, as it were. We've really got to. And really, it's up to the people of Wales now to put this right.
Absolutely, Paul. You talk about witchcraft. The witchcraft today, the modern witchcraft today, is the government-sponsored media. Nation Cymru, Wales Online, the Welsh BBC. They're all at it. They all know it's a lie, and yet they carry on spreading this disinformation.
Yeah. Okay. Well, thank you. Thank you very much. We'll no doubt do this again. Bye, Stem. Right.
Thank you, Paul.
Now, I'll leave you with a thought for this sad lady who actually thinks she can control the climate. She's the Climate Change Minister for Wales.